prostate cancer's all gone and well under control, so delighted.
Sir Ian McGeechan didn't want to make a fuss out of having prostate cancer, but as the only winner of British and Irish Lions tours as a player and coach, the Lion King realises the power of using his platform and status to raise awareness, giving his first television interview to Sky News about his diagnosis and treatment.
How was the moment when you were told you did have cancer?
Hard, very hard. And I think that's the conversation, my wife and I had, that you just hope that the right things will be in place. My wife realised there might be something not quite right when I normally sleep for 9 or 10 hours a night and was going to the loo twice in the night, that something just to go get it seen, just have a word with the GP, and it was picked up from there. PSA, then a biopsy, MRI scan, and they found it relatively early and monitored it for a year, and then it changed grades in parts, and so they introduced me to hormone therapy and radiotherapy. So that was fairly intense. That was the early part of this year.
How was it going through the radiotherapy?
I finished the treatment at the end of April and then had a follow-up test in end of May, and the PSA was down to 0.8, which effectively said, look, it's gone. So when you hear that after having heard somebody say to you, you've got cancer, is quite special.
The 78-year-old is highlighting the lack of national screening programme for prostate cancer, despite 63,000 men being diagnosed annually in Britain and 12,000 dying. Prostate-specific antigen blood tests are only routinely made available to over 50s, with the NHS questioning their reliability.
The fact that it's caught early, and I think that's the big thing, is for men, there has to be a screening programme. It needs, I think, that support from government.
What age do you think tests should be available from?
Well, it makes sense from 50. I know Sir Chris Hoy was a bit younger, but I think, if you do it to the majority of people that can, and if you've got cancer in the family, then it just makes sense to be able to offer that screening.